When I was little, I didn't need a theme park. I had a mango tree. I grew up where that mango tree wasn't just a tree, it was my world. It had the coolest shade and the biggest trunk to hide behind whenever we played hide and seek. It was my playground, my chill zone, my hiding spot, my everything. But then my life moved on. Me and my family shifted to Tanzania. And while I missed my friends, there was someone else I missed the most. That tree. Years later, when I finally returned back for my summer holidays, I ran down the same dusty lanes, heart full of memory, and I saw the tree was gone. No leaves, no shade, no mangoes, just silence. Who does that? Who replaces a living, giving tree with a cement? Everyone I loved was still there, but something inside me felt empty. That was the moment I realized we are not just losing trees, we are losing our childhoods, our memories, and a piece of ourselves in the name of development. And then I looked around. This wasn't just my tree. Globally, we are losing 15 billion trees a year. That's about 41 million trees a day. And we only replant a third of that. So basically, for every three trees we cut, we only replant one. Math is not on nature side. We say we need development. Yes, we do. But not at the cost of our lungs, our climate, our food, our memories. I am just a teen, powerless. Maybe no political connection, no global stage, no massive funds. But still, I had that pain, passion, and a lot of fruit seeds. So instead of just feeling sad, I asked myself, what can I do with what I have? That's when I researched and discovered about seed bomb. And I started making hundreds of them from a fruit kitchen seeds wastage. Yes, bomb, but the good kind. You take clay, compost, native seeds. You roll them into small balls and just throw them into empty patches of land. That's it. No watering needed, no digging. Nature handles the rest. You throw them and in week, boom, a baby plant pops out. Even a 6-year-old can do it. Even I could, and suddenly I wasn't powerless anymore. I didn't need a cape or a degree in botany. Just a few fruit seeds, some mud from the backyard, and a whole lot of hope. Because when you plant a seed bomb, you're not just planting a tree, you're planting a change, you're planting a possibility. That's when I started something I never thought will go so big. I ran my first holiday workshop for kids in my neighborhood. No screen, no homework, just mud, seeds, and laughter. We turned mango seeds into warriors, lemon seeds into soldiers, and mud into magic. We got our hands dirty, literally, and we loved it. We called ourselves the Bomb Squad, but the green kind. We didn't have any superhero suits, just messy hands and big hearts. And guess what? From this tiny project, we created over thousands of seed bombs, and hundreds of them already started sprouting. Birds are returning, butterflies are back, and so is hope. Now old patches of dry land are now dotted with little neem, jamun and people tree. I didn't just plant tree. I planted belief. We didn't just save trees, we bought them back. So today I leave you with a small challenge. One fruit is equal to one tree. So the next time you eat a mango, papaya or jamun, you don't just throw the seeds. You grow them, or better, bomb them. So I will like to give one more challenge. At least make 500 seed bombs in a house. And if every child in India throws one seed bomb every month, That will be around 250 million seed bombs every day. Sorry, every year. Let that number sink in. Change doesn't need to be loud. It can be as quiet as a seed under a soil. If you think you're too small to grow or like to make change, remember, big things grow from small beginnings. And hope takes root when someone dares to plant it. Together, let's plant change. Let's plant possibility. Thank you.